Welcome back. I'm Michael. You're listening to The Michael Dresser Show. Bruno Gralpois with us. He is a French native, and he grew up near Paris, the world-renowned center of style, beauty, and fashion, an advisor to the two-time Academy Award-winning actress Emma Thompson. His passion lies in protecting human rights and helping others realize their true potential. The high-profile business executive spent 20 years driving marketing and brand excellence for the world's most prestigious companies. He had global leadership positions in Fortune 100 companies, including Microsoft and Visa. He received the prestigious Microsoft Marketing Excellence Award from former CEO Steve Ballmer for his exceptional leadership, and he's the author of, listen to it close, Magnifique Inside and Out. Bruno, hi, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you, Michael. Or should I say merci?
Merci. That's good. Hey, by the way, I really appreciate you being on the show because it's a very interesting word. When we talk about magnifique inside and out, there are so many people who would love to achieve something like this, but what happens, Bruno, is they don't know where to take that first step. It feels like it's out of reach for them and something that they can't grasp. And the average person can do this, can't they?
Yes, they do. And you know what intrigued me about this particular topic, Michael, is do you remember when you were young and how little you paid attention to beauty? You were kept beautiful no matter what.
Sure.
Do you remember looking at yourself in the mirror and smiled because you felt amazing? Or, you know, most people remember their mom or their dad telling them how beautiful they were. I think we all heard it, but more importantly, we knew it. So where are those feelings gone? I think is the key question. We've been conditioned by culture and media to suppress our natural instincts, and so beauty is a very relevant topic today.
See, I've learned a long time ago. You know, if you were to ask me today, and I'll give you a truthful, honest answer. Well, you know, when you look in the mirror, do you see beautiful? My answer to this day is still yes. And the reason for that, Bruno, is this, that beauty, any way you look at it, comes from the inside. And you can see people who aren't that physically attractive, but there's something within them that causes them to be beautiful. And I think that's really the key. What we've done is we've hid it because we're afraid of what somebody else is going to think. And the idea, the key is just go out and be beautiful. And if they don't like you, they're not going to like you anyway.
Yes, and beauty is sadly enough, is a very challenging and very frustrating topic for many people. And let me ask you this. Do you think the women you see in advertisements with those perfect body, perfect smile, are realistic standards of beauty for women today? And do they make you feel better or worse about yourself?
Yeah, as if I was a woman, and I didn't look like I would feel probably worse about myself. And realizing I can't get like that.
That's right. And do you always find something about yourself that you wish was different, or are you spending too much time or too much money to look your best but still not getting what you want? I think that's a very common feeling. And that's the reason why I wanted to write Magnifique Inside and Out, because it is a new, refreshing way to approach how we see ourselves and how we see others.
Isn't that,
it's turning your... Yeah.
Just very quickly, because I don't want to miss this. Isn't that the same experience in a business? A business has to be magnifique inside and out, or it's not going to work.
That's right. It's about turning this inner and outer self into a powerful asset that can be unleashed to succeed in every facet of life. And I think what it is about, Michael, it's about inviting women to discover, or for many of them rediscover, how truly beautiful they are, because we lost track of what real beauty is. And today's society is obsessed with beauty, but it's obsessed with the wrong type of beauty. It's obsessed with the one that's probably the easiest to spot, which is physical beauty. What we do need is a more balanced, rounded expression of ourselves.
Now, in the interviews that you did, you know, with women when you were creating the book, Miss USA title holders, published authors, business people, and on, was there a common theme, an overarching theme among these women with their idea of what it was to be beautiful?
Yes, And I'll tell you, there's nothing more satisfying than seeing a beautiful soul, an expression of confidence, a positive attitude in a healthy body, and someone blossoming because they found that perfect balance to make them whole first, and because beauty is within us. So let me tell you about Connor Boss. Connor Boss is one of those women I interviewed, and by all standards, Connor will first appear as your usual role model. She's confident, funny, with good grades, quite charming, and physically attractive. In 2012, Connor decided to participate in the Miss USA pageant to challenge herself at many levels. But listen to this, Connor didn't win. But what you may not know about Connor is that Connor is legally blind. She cannot see what you see about her. But for Connor, beautiful or beauty is personal, and it's both inner and outer beauty that matter. Now, Connor is following the 87 steps to success that are highlighted in the book. And I think she's a role model that inspires others to overcome challenges with great confidence and determination.
Now, by the way, when we talk about let's talk about Connor for a minute and blindness. There are many women today, Bruno, many women today that have their eyesight, but they're totally blind. And when I say totally blind, we go through life and we don't pay attention to things, and we let things pass us by. We get our definition of what magnifique, beautiful can mean. But at the same time, it's an assumptive reality, because we don't really realize what it is. We haven't defined it. We assume, based on what we hear, this is what beauty is. This is what being successful is. And it's not really that. And we go down these paths that don't get us anywhere. And we are very blind. You take a woman like Connor, I bet she sees clearer than most women.
That's very true. And look at the Kardashians or the Victoria's Secret fashion show and so on, where people are intrigued by beauty. We may wonder why the public is so obsessed with beauty. And is it because people who are beautiful from the outside have more money, more fame, more success? And the question is, how did society lose track of what real beauty is? What happened?
I can give you an answer for that in one word. You ready?
Yes.
Money. Look at the difference that
I think that's very true.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. I've said, but advertising and creating it in the movies, it was the dollar that motivated what beauty is today.
I think this is an excellent point. There's a celebrity culture that contributed to that, but I think beauty is a lot more than what is apparent to the eye. I think it's about regaining confidence in oneself. It's realizing you're amazingly beautiful. It's about overcoming frustrations and low self-esteem. And, it's a brand new year, and everybody's coming up with new resolutions. People are motivated to find new jobs, starting new relationships, hitting the gym, and so on. And I think people are looking for answers. They want guideposts. They want to find that balance for themselves. That doesn't have to be about money, and that has to be about beauty. And the book shows them how to get there.
But by the way, that's the key. It's the step by step. It's holding someone's hand and taking them through, opening the doors and showing them the pathway to get to wherever that they think they want to be. But you've got to be able to define your destination before you can get there. And that's why I think the book is so critically important. If you don't know how to get there, you're never going to get there. And if you haven't defined what it is you want, you'll never get it.
That's right. And I was very dedicated in the book to provide the readers these recipes for success, which is really a careful blend of a strong, healthy body, a curious and open mind, a confident heart, and an authentic image of who we are. And I show them how to unleash their inner beauty, the mind, the heart, and the image we project, while not just looking good, but more importantly, feeling good in our body. So we stop comparing ourselves to others, and we can be our own self and define what beauty is to us, so we can be unique and, more importantly, be ourselves again.
You know, they're very important too. You know, your passion lies in protecting human rights, helping others realize their true potential. And that's really the key to it. That if somebody's going to protect a human right, it's not getting down the street and screaming and yelling and waving signs in the air. It's getting into the trenches with those people who truly, really need your help. Reaching your hand out, touching someone that is so critical because, you know, we've seen all of these things go on. Most of the people that are out there demonstrating have no idea why they're there in the first place. But, you know, they belong to something, so there they are. But to truly protect human rights, you have to be able to experience rights yourself because you can't protect something that you don't experience. And it's the same thing. You could tie this title, about being magnifique, to human rights also. It doesn't just sit down with women. It has a place with men. It has a place with humans. It has a place with every culture that's possible because the same rules apply.
And it's about giving people something they've lost, which is a sense of, again, self-esteem and confidence. And I think that's at the core of human rights issues. And I think that's the core of the problems around beauty specifically. Something that's interesting, Michael, that I've seen in advertising, you may have seen in recent articles like in Business Week that talks about that, you know, in order to get women to buy things, it appears advertisers make them feel bad. Companies know that women are perfectionists and have developed products that prey on women's emotion. And rather than buying that product, I provide step-by-step guide on how women can feel amazing about themselves. And it's an important point to highlight because even though we see advertising and advertisers trying to change our societal notions about beauty, and you may recall something like the Dove campaign for real beauty, the campaign started a conversation about society notions of female, standards of beauty. And we all applaud Dove for being brave and for being bold enough to challenge those social norms because they promote the fact that we are beautiful just the way we are. But we still wonder, right? After all, Dove sells you on a powerful idea, but their real profit comes from selling your products.
Sure.
So we need to, I think, reclaim beauty for women. And I think I was very excited to interview women that have accomplished that and share with readers, I guess, their best-kept secrets and a simple process for how to get there.
Absolutely. Now, we're starting to run out of time, so let me ask you this. Is there a website where we can find you, find the book, and follow along with what you're doing?
Yes. The book is already available for pre-orders on Amazon.com, and it will be released on the Kindle January 25th, and it will be available in paperback in February. And for more information about the book, I also have a website, which is magnifiqueinsideout.com.
Wonderful. Bruno, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate what you're doing because if somebody wants to be attractive, it's got to come from inside. But the other side of that is they have to know how to do it because attractiveness is a process. And with that, thanks a lot for being with us.
Thank you, Michael.
Take care. Bye-bye.